Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
You got it. Come on, man. Yo, watch it! Ball, huh? Roll up!
Keep it going. Now we're rolling. Let's go.
Hey, I'll see you later.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Turn it up! Shot!
Just like that.
Yeah, let's go, do it!
One more.
Hey, he can ball, huh? Hey, hit me up.
I see you want to sharpen those passing skills. Let's get you going.
Focus! Yeah, let's go, let's do it! Come on! Hey, yo, right here!
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, who's up here? Do it! All day! Oh, that's you all day! Hey, hit me up.
Phoenix. Good sense.
Yo, it's the 2KMC, and it's time to see what's good in the neighborhood. Here's the schedule for the upcoming 2K Compete events. Plenty of chances to earn and rep up. Buckle up, because on Saturday, we've got Formula 2K. My points earned from each game played will convert into distance around the track, and it's a race to the finish line. Sunday, get a full squad and earn twice as much with double rep 5v5.
The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Suns against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Friday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to...
Doing it all, D.A. Thanks. Halfway through the season here, Brent, how do coaching staffs shake things up and keep things fresh over the long 82-game season?
I think coaches who are really smart, Kevin, can be a bit programmable where they're looking ahead at the schedule and saying there are blocks of games here in which we might try to change some of our defensive schemes, maybe over this 10-game stretch or 5-game stretch. Or
to keep things fresh or
oh,
to...
Yeah, because on you can only do it on the mental side. As much as we talk about guys getting rested and sitting out games for maintenance issues and load management and those kind of things, the tweaks that you can make on the floor in terms of a couple of new sets on offense or defensively, let's make this challenge for the next few months, will grow the foundation of what coaching staffs are capable of doing with that team as they go on.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Kaminsky out there with Saric. Then there's Carter. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Howard. And it's Rajon Rondo. Inside, here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
Booker with it, picked up by Davis, and Davis sends it back, and they get it back. The shot by Sharch, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, hard to stop LeBron from getting in that deep. So the size, the speed, the power, the position. 2 more.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Sharch outside. Oubre on the wing. 5 on the clock. Carter with the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Rondo with the shot, and another basket for the Lakers.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And Devin Booker, where would the Suns offense be without him?
Probably bottom of the league if no Devin Booker slides on that Suns jersey. One of the purest shooters in the league and one of the most phenomenal young scorers that's come along maybe since Kevin Durant.
And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player. Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
Here is Carter following the basket by LeBron James. Pass to Kaminsky. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Oubre outside. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Nice to see Oubre step up and do that.
Lakers leading by 4. Back to LeBron. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Another shot, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Frank Kaminsky picks one up. Los Angeles shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
First free throw is good.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
Shoots from the right block. Waiters outside. Pass to Green. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Diallo. Suns trail by 6. Here's a Kobo. Sweet little floater. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along, he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
Now here's Kaminsky. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 6 to shoot. Akobo, the pass to Kaminsky. The Suns need to get a shot off. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Green. Over to the left wing. And that one's on target from the wing. 6 points for him.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
To Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Takes the three. Rebound by the Suns. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
Yeah, I bet it was pretty quiet in that locker room after that game. When it hit overtime, it was a matter of which team had more energy left, and seemingly it wasn't them.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Lakers lead by 2. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And this has been a...
За доминарист не
He's making some changes here. Green and Davis in at the forward position. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Howard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. From 12 feet out, it's good. And it's all knotted up.
You see the strides that are starting to take shape here for Anthony Davis, improving his game and becoming even a better playmaker.
Here's Jerome. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Booker inside. Started by Davis. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Jerome passes to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Bounce pass from Waiters. The 10-footer. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor.
Pick up the pace, get the 2 for 1 here.
Be smart, but execute at the same time. Let's see what they do.
Booker against Davis, and Davis sends it back. They recover it. Jerome, good.
And you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Howard kicks to Waiters. A 3 ball. Here's Davis. No good with the layup.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Suns on top, up by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Saric, Carter out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Oubre, and it's Kaminsky in at the center position. You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper or a wink, you know, the way that they look at it. And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. Sometimes I like to see them getting after a little bit.
Here's Booker, following the basket by Anthony Davis.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's Rondo. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Clock at 6. Shoots it. They grab their own miss. And stolen by Booker. Davis with the double team. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Diallo, he's checked in for the Suns. Smith comes in for Booker. He's off on the second. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Here's Caruso after the basket by Dario Saric. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Uh-oh.
Deciding to change it up. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. They lead by 4. Basket good. 8 points for Anthony Davis. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Jerome. Kuzma pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Green. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Booker. Excellent D there from Waiter. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Los Angeles leading by 6. They've got Rajon Rondo. Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Howard. That's the Laker 5. There's the pass to Okobo. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Okobo's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Suns. The Lakers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. To the wing on the left. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. On the wing, Booker to tie it up. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
Yeah, the 3-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And Phoenix making a change here. Charge is checked in. Now here's Howard. to the left side wing. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Davis, it's good from long range. Davis has got 9 points here in the second half.
Just love to see the confidence on display from Anthony Davis with the catch and shoot. Just another reason why he's considered one of the best players in the game.
Carter, he's checked in for the Suns. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Booker from 16 feet away. He cans it.
Booker doing a great job of taking advantage right now of the defense.
Launches it. And another three for the Lakers.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Suns trail by 7. Carter, the pass to Saric. Dishes it to Bridges. Pass to Booker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Got a hand on it. Carter with it. Passes it to Booker. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Howard. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now a 9-point Laker lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. There are many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there that
I don't want to get into the specifics
of it. I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
And the shot is long. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing here by 8. Here's Booker. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Booker's got 6 here in this quarter.
And Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're leading by 6. 1:33 left here in the fourth quarter. Take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. We're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Puts it up. They get it again. Howard, the pass to Davis. It's stolen by Sharks. Fast break, here come the Suns. Booker with no one around, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
Pass to LeBron. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Davis, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Davis has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
And here's Booker from the arc. No good that time.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Great assist there from LeBron. Going to try to set the table all night.
And that one misses. Here's Oubre. And a miss there on the triple. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock. Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Booker. Following the basket by LeBron James.
Number 20. Third personal foul. Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special post-game guest joining us.
Hey, what's happening? This is Shaq. You guys came in locked and loaded once again. What's fueled your momentum during this win streak?
You know, Shaq, to be honest with you, a lot of it comes from the fans. We feel that energy at home, and then we're out on the road game, a lot of them make that trip with us. We see those jerseys in the stands, and it just makes us play that much harder, man. Much love to everyone who comes and support us throughout this journey.
Well, I'm a fan too, buddy. Great job.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaq, for Kenny, for Kevin Harlan, for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Remember the winners of our youth league are here? You're one of the players they get to meet for winning the title.
Okay, let me talk to the friends about that.
Okay, not too long. They're kids. They gotta get home.
Hey, you got my jersey. That's what's up. Thanks, guys.
Keep it up. Keep on.
What can you
say about these guys that we haven't said already?
I'm totally speechless, Hank.
Which is rare, but when a win streak like this comes along, only one thing you can do is sit back and enjoy. And that's part of why I'm not one of these championship or bust guys.
That's a loser's mentality, Hank.
Is it? How much fun have you had during this win streak, Moya?
So much fun.
Right. And does all that go away? Does all that mean nothing? If this season doesn't end in a championship?
No, that's a good point.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Now that I've got you on board, I'm wondering what our listeners think. Is this season a bust if it doesn't end in a chip? Call us and we'll talk about it. Got a quick commercial break coming up. We'll be back shortly with more Hank and the Hornet.
Get hip or get stoned.
I like that.
Hey, how you been, man?
I see you out there doing work. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
One more. Again.
Next time, man. Next time.
Everyone, listen up. That was a great team effort last night. Keep that energy up, and we can do great things. Let's get to work. Today, we're gonna work on stopping teams from getting easy buckets in transition. Set it up and get started. Outstanding effort. Now let's set up the next drill.
Focus! Focus! Yeah, do it! That's what the Ray Room for!
Habis ya. Gimana?
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Good work in practice today. Make sure you get some reps in before you leave the gym.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Just like that. Let's go. Now we're rolling.
Hey, hit me up.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, keep the ball, huh?
I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
can't even watch this.
Hey guys, I'm Mike Wang, here with expert tips. Good coaching means being able to make smart adjustments in game. That's why this week, we're going to show you how to make some basic adjustments in NBA 2K20. If you're up against a team that's exploiting your offensive or defensive game plan, then you better know how to adjust on the fly. For both ends of the floor, just hit right on the D-pad.
Set the tone early. Just like...
Folks, don't forget to come out to the game for Calendar Day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot, Rocky and the Nuggets dancers.
All my life, running all my life. Just a reminder, folks, make certain to be here for our figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot, Rocky. Nuggets fans, still have a few seats available for upcoming games. Please see the ticket booth for more information. I'm married to this guy. I swear I made my wife.
Make sure to pick up your official NBA programs. Get player stats, find schedules, and read interviews with NBA players. Programs are located at all entrances to the stadium.
I say self-made, meaning I design myself. Fade, you can pull my foul yourself. Myself, nah. Right, I like the life I built. West side 60, I might got standing so tall, I think I might got still. Legendary baller like Mike, like
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. Well, for Denver, a strong stretch of play for this team, winning 6 of their last 7. They're playing at a high level, no lack of confidence going into tonight's game. And we'll see LeBron James playing in this one. He's made no secret he wants to be the first billionaire athlete.
First?
With his off-court investments and partnerships, he seems poised to do it, Diesel.
Yeah, to
become billionaire. Billionaire with a B.
That said, he's just not in it for himself. He's always finding ways to be number 2.
Number 2?
Of course.
Who's number 1?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I get it. He also wants to own an NBA franchise, and that's not chump change.
Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, Charlotte Hornets, Michael Jordan. But it's amazing what he's been able to do, honestly, though, both on and off the court.
We are ready now for the opening tip-off, and for that, we go to Kevin Harlan.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And here's a look at some numbers for Barton.
in the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Right around the halfway mark, and some players starting to feel a little bit beat up, taking those bumps and bruises. Is it hard to decide which injuries to play through versus the ones that make you sit and miss a game?
You know, I don't think so. If you're a younger player, it may be a little more difficult. But as you've spent time in the league, you know your body. You understand what an ache and pain is something you can play with, or an injury that really hampers you. So I think as you mature in the league, it becomes much easier to know what's an injury and what's something that you can work through.
That word tolerance becomes pretty important, doesn't it?
Yeah, and everybody's a little different in that regard, Kevin. Some guys have a high tolerance, others have a low or moderate. But again, it's about knowing your body.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Zamp and Plumlee are playing up front. And it's Porter at the small forward position. Offensive rebound. Howard can't hit. Murray right side. Throws up the baseline. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Porter passes to Harris. Unloads from 13. Yep, it counts.
Harris demonstrating how efficient he is from the mid-range area.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Phoenix. To the left wing. We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Davis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Harris outside. Back to Murray. With the floater. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
Here's Harris. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Lakers have gone 2 of 6 in the field. On the wing, Davis. Millsap covering. And the pass to James. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3 ball. He has 5.
Setting the table for his teammates, James. Enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Now here's Murray. A 29-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. Kicks to Plumlee. He wants to get the Millsap and does. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight, to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Markieff Morris is checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. Danny Green, he's checked in for LeBron. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Pass to Craig. Back to Barton. Passes to Daniels. Fires the three. And another miss by Denver.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Kuzma can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 5. Daniels kicks to Barton. Pass to Bonley. Back to Barton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Clark, one thing that makes Will Barton so good is that he fits right in among any.
Substitute.
Completely new group for Los Angeles. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The score now all even. He's got 7.
Anthony Davis.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Zamp and Plumlee are playing up front. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Now here's Plumlee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 4. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. In the second half of February now, the power rankings have lots of statistical analysis to pull from. Look at the Mavericks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Lakers, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Porter. We've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, the use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard's got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. Not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
That one misses.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
The Nuggets with another miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Rondo. Fires for 3. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Porter passes to Plumlee. And again, Denver no good. Los Angeles leading by 4. Finished off the break. 12 points for him.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Rondo against Murray. Outside, Porter. And again, unable to change momentum here. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Lakers lead by 8.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Denver calls timeout. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Murray Murray surveying the D. Nailed from three-point land. Murray's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
The Nuggets trail by 5, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And now a chance to look here at the race for Rookie of the Year. Halfway through the season, these are the top rookies so far. While not in the top 5 currently, he's definitely on the radar screen, and he's been playing some very solid basketball.
And as the Rookie of the Year race has taken shape here, these are the young players who are really standing out as the best of that freshman crop.
And you know what? The talent they have, undeniable. The more they've gotten used to the demands of life in the NBA, the better they've gotten.
A different look for Denver. Longley's checked in for Plumlee. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Torrey Craig in for Gary Harris. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Avery Bradley comes in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Porter. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often. Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And finished off by Davis.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Now, here's Vonleh. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. 5 to shoot. Deep 2 from Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And that one drops for him.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game to start a 3-game homestand with that game. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Howard. That's Rajon Rondo. He's perfect from the line this time. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does any better than him.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Howard finds James. Now Davis. Over Millsap. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 6 points for Davis.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Millsap. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy.
Here for Denver. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Plumlee. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Jamal Murray in for Daniels. From outside, the Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Kuzma outside. Fires it up. And the Lakers with another miss. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. From deep 3-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive for Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooters.
And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Nuggets trail by 10. They've got Vonleh. Porter is out there with Grant. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Grant against Davis. Grant kicks to Barton. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. No good there. And the Lakers going the other way now.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And that one's good by Porter.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Rondo looking over the floor. The pass to Howard. There's the triple. But they recover it. To the wing right side. Barton against Rondo. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Kuzma. And the Lakers get it back. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Porter passes to Barton. No good from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Denver calls timeout.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
On the Nuggets with some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. Millsap comes in for Grant, and it's Gary Harris in for Will Barton. James checked in for the Lakers. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Nice shot by James.
I'll tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Murray. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is...
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Murray, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Lakers leading by 12. Loads it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And there's Murray on the assist by Harris. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's super hard to guard is Jamal Murray because he's got all the shots, including recognizing when to use the floater.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're ahead by 10. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And they double up James. From downtown, gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Harris's shot is off. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points, and the shot goes in. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Lakers.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And in what's been a very competitive season series between these two, the victory here tonight will push that record to 2-1 with 1 left to play against Denver.
GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Eight seconds left in the fourth. Here's Murray up on top. Releases. Offline. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alden. Owen saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, listen up. All right, game ball. Y'all know we don't do this every night, but when someone has an exceptional performance, we like to recognize it. So, Che.
What?
You put in work tonight, man.
Chill, man.
It's a great game.
That's what's
I
up,
appreciate it. Appreciate it,
up.
guys, man. Look, yo, let's keep doing what we're doing, all right? I appreciate that, man. Yeah.
Defensively, by using right on the D-pad, you can adjust your overall defensive focus, how you defend against screens, as well as how to defend in transition. If you've got a versatile lineup like the Rockets, then you might want to switch everything on screens. But if you're rolling out a traditional big, that may not be the best decision. Battling someone who just keeps scoring inside?
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of All-Star festivities.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you if you go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
For the first time in their professional career.
And Team World making a change here. Here's Poirier, 8-point game. Okobo looking over the floor. Here's Walden, and misses it off the right side of the rim. You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Poirier passes to Barrett. Can they get it? Smailagic. Guarded by Jackson. Good ball movement here by Team World. Barrett, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
At the top of the key, Walden. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. Robinson pulls it in. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Just 5 on the clock. USA needs to get off the shot. Tries again. kept alive.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. An All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And USA going to change here. Clark's checked in.
You know, I know his NBA career is just starting out, but he has been logging some veteran minutes in the regular season.
Well, in his short time in the league, Greg, he's earned the full confidence of the coaching staff. They're not afraid to use him in any situation.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving. And we haven't seen very much of him in the regular season yet, but there's no question he's got a very bright future ahead of him.
I agree with all of that. Even with limited playing time, his talent has been evident, and that talent is strong enough to have earned him a spot in this game. And that says a lot considering he doesn't play a bunch for his team.
Doesn't go that time.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Back to Jackson. 15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Robinson. Poirier grabs the miss. Outside, Walden. Out to the wing. Here's Barrett. And it's off the back rim, no good. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. USA leads by 10. Let's take a quick break now. And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. A night none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic, just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for USA, we've got Mitchell Robinson. Jaren Jackson is out there with Clark, and it's Graham in at the point. And that one falls for Barrett. So, Greg, the word that comes to mind when I think of R.J. Barrett, who we'll be seeing tonight, relentless.
Yeah, his attacking style really works for this kind of game. Great athlete, loves to compete. I know he's looking forward to making a statement here against his peers. Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Here's a Kobo. Walden wide open. Good on the triple. Walden's got 7 points.
AW uses his three-point shot to open things up for him inside. And for him, that's a good strategy.
Let's go. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Moran, he's checked it. Substitution. The pass to Morant. USA moving the ball around. And it's denied.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now. You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Baseline jumper. No good that time. And Team World will come the other way.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for USA.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
For the 3, hands it from downtown. He's got 6.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Here's a Kobo. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooter. And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Here's a Kobo. And the rejection by Jackson.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
54 seconds left now here in the second. High arcing shot, and Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Now, here's Barrett. Tight defense on him. They need this. And the rejection by Jackson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous. Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
For Team World, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And USA...
Shooting for your USA.
2 shots.
Michael Porter at the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. And really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
And Porter drops them both. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. Here's Walden. And too long on the shot. And it's USA riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break. And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. teams making substitutions here. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. So Team World's 5 right now. We've got Hachimura. Gilgeous Alexander out there with Medu. And it's Poirier in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's a Kobo. Shot clock at 6. Medu. He gets it in there.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
USA leading by 22. For 3. Here's Robinson. That's tipped. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. Team World will retain possession. And USA making a change here. Graham's checked in.
Devontae Graham.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Akobo, the pass to Hachimura. Passes it to Gilgeous Alexander. Here's Hachimura. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer on the way. It's hauled in by USA. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Akobo. Robinson with the block. That one goes in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Offline with his 3. So USA wins it.
I can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented up-and-comers we have here in the NBA.
Greg, no doubt there are some future greats among the players we saw here tonight, and we're pleased to have brought you all the action. So now for... This is Kevin Harlan. Good night, everyone.
Não dá pra ver? Aí, acabou. Só acabou do jogo. Boeda, boeda. Vou ficar